Yeah.
which I like.
You like that?
I like that. That's hot.
3, 2, 1. Slut check, baby, slut check. Slut check, baby, slut check.
I'm Cinnamon.
And I'm Coco.
And this is
Slut Shack.
So, Coco,
Cinnamon.
how do you feel about love? What does love mean to you?
Love means hurt and pain,
Suffering,
trauma,
excruciating pain.
terrible, terrible trauma.
Well, love means a little something different to me.
What does love mean for you?
The character Love Quinn from You.
Oh.
I love that character. I love sometimes.
I do like that love.
I also hate love sometimes.
Yeah. Love can be a little crazy sometimes.
Yeah, but Love is played by Victoria Pedretti, who is very hot.
Yeah.
I don't need to get into all this again with you, but yes, she's great.
We know you're a fan.
Oh, I'm a fan. Okay, so the format of this episode, I am going to tell you about a Love Quinn story I read, and then you will tell me about a Love Quinn story you read.
Okay.
So, the one I read was called Love Quinn Smut.
Okay, straight to the point there.
Straight to the point. They're not fucking around. They know what they're doing. They know what they want. They know what the people want. Okay.
They know what the people want.
By Slay the Day 222 from Archive of Our Own. The summary is Love Quinn crossed the reader. So this story is about you, the dear reader or listener, falling in love with Love Quinn.
Oh, okay.
So it opens with you meet Love at the bakery like 2 weeks ago, but you really hit it off with her. Like you feel this like really good connection, and you guys flirt, and you swear that like the way she smushes her boobs onto the counter, or the way she licks her fingers at the bakery, really turns you on, and it makes you feel like she wants to be more than friends. Is how it opens. But you've only known her for 2 weeks at this point.
Hey, sometimes one look is enough. So what's 2 weeks?
Yeah, exactly. Some people fall in love at first sight. So something odd about this, though, you only know her for 2 weeks, and then one day you walk into the bakery and she's like really irritated and short with you, kind of, but not unkind. And she says, "Can you lock up?" And like throws her keys to you. And I thought that was a little bit forward, right, for somebody who's only known a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So
why are you trusting them with the bakery?
Okay. Here's a question. I'm assuming this is some alternate universe. Yes.
Of course, because she's cheating on her husband with you.
Oh, okay. So
she's still with Joe. Yeah,
she's still with Joe.
So she's irritated. Presumably, you think about something she had with her husband.
Okay.
But you've only known her a couple weeks. But she asks you to lock up her bakery. A stranger, a virtual stranger.
Okay.
Continue. You've been going to her bakery for 2 weeks, probably every single day, and she flirts with you every single day.
While she's in a marriage with the serial killer that is Joe.
Well, it says that you think something's off about their marriage, because you think about their marriage and you're like, I think something's off about that. I hope she leaves him.
Okay.
And then you say, "What's wrong, Lovey? Is it Joe?" Like, Jerry has a pet. You already have a pet name, and you assume it's her husband that's pissing her off. Anyways, I thought that was funny. That's why I highlighted that you already gave her a pet name after like knowing her for 2 weeks. And things get physical. She's like, "I don't want to talk about this right now," and you make a daring move and grip her waist while she continues to talk. "I think I just need something or someone to take my mind off of it all. Those words make you tingle inside." So they I wanted to kiss you for so long, blah blah blah. They end up fucking. You want to have sex? Fuck yeah. And they're like making out. highlighted this part because we've talked about this before. This actually came up in another love fic. I wonder if this is by the same author, because they said she places her arms around your body and her hands begin to feel around under your shirt and bra. Like, that's like a thing that like, oh, they're like feeling up under you before like taking your shirt off.
Yeah.
Which I like.
You like that?
I like that. That's hot. Let's see what else. You know, they're fucking. Oh wait, no, they're not fucking. They're just making out. Oh, and then I highlighted this passage. You want me to make you feel better, right? You stop for a second and look at her in the eyes. What do you want me to do? Her fists clench against the table. I want you to fuck me. Without saying anything, you take her crimson panties in your teeth and slowly pull them down to her ankles.
Ooh.
Yeah, that got a little steamy.
That got steamy right there.
Yeah. I thought that would be a steamy little thing. Like, imagine like that with like eye contact. Like,
yeah, that image of pulling her crimson panties down.
Yeah, that's pretty hot. So I thought I highlighted more to talk about, but I guess I just highlighted shit that I thought was hot. Let's see what else. So they fuck. They come for me. It ends in a blissful embrace, and then it all goes on to chapter 2. So there's a second chapter.
Oh, okay.
This chapter, Joe is out of town on a boys' trip, and you both see it as a perfect opportunity to hang out. So she's very much still with Joe and cheating on him, which is a no-no, but, it's smut. That's probably one of the,
content warnings there.
Yeah, content warning, but also a common, like, probably smut thing, like, I imagine. Like, with... Maybe. Like, well, like, because I've said before that, like, if you're going to put them in an alternate universe, go all the way. Like, why does Joe still need to be there? You know what I mean?
Maybe that's part of the appeal, the sneaking around, hiding around aspect of it. Is that
not for me.
Sexy for people? Is that hot for people?
For people, I'm sure, but
not for you.
Yeah, not for me. But I'm just I'm just a gay lover girl that is just sensitive and wants a happy ending to a lesbian love story that never fucking happens. So
it'll happen. It'll happen soon. One day.
It'll happen someday. Okay, so a perfect opportunity to hang out. They're baking lavender cookies, so that the scent of lavender fills the air of the bakery, just to set the scene for you.
I like the scent of lavender.
Yeah, me too. That's also very lesbian coded, just so you know, lavender is. While still keeping one hand on you, she reaches out for a cookie and carefully puts some in your mouth, her finger lingering in your mouth a little longer than usual. You slowly bite down and let the warmth of the cookie and the taste of the lavender soak in before smiling at her. So good. No comment there. I just think that was hot.
Yeah.
What else we got? Oh, and then so they are, they're chatting it up in the bakery. The
just
tensions
flirting a little. Yeah,
they're flirting. The tension's really high. And so you're like, I was wondering when we could get the chance to do it again. And so you both rush upstairs to the master bedroom. I guess there's a bedroom on top of this bakery. And then you start, getting into it again. You open your mouth to speak, but she places a finger against your lips, hushing you to just enjoy the moment. She leads you toward the mirror and proceeds to press you up against the mirror, and she's behind you.
That's kind of hot.
Yeah, and I thought that was pretty hot. And then, like, the rest of the scene, like, she's just, like, touching you and stuff while you are looking at each other through the mirror.
Interesting imagery there.
Yeah, and then finally she turns you around to kiss you, holding your head in her hands. And then you guys finally go toward the bed and start taking clothes off. And then She watches your reaction and reaches down to take off her underwear. As you're about to moan, she reaches towards your mouth and places them inside your mouth, as well as her thumb, which lingers around your lips, wet and desperate for her touch. We have to be quiet, she whispers softly, her breath sending goosebumps down your spine. So she takes off her underwear and then stuffs your mouth with them to shut you up.
That's really hot.
Whoa. Yeah. Yo. Okay, this is when we were reading this story, I laughed so hard at this part, and I started to tell Coco what I had just read, but he was like, no, save it. So this was the part I laughed at. Just
okay,
so you
this
know.
is the part.
Come for me. Come for Love Quinn. She like says her own name. Come for Love Quinn. Come for cinnamon. Come for cinnamon, baby. What if I said that? Okay, so come for me. Come for Love Quinn. This pushes you over the edge. When you finally orgasm, love rewards you. She takes the restraint out of your mouth and lets you breathe and moan as much as you need. Good girl.
So love is in charge here.
Love is definitely in charge. When is she not in charge though? In the show, she like is so crazy. Everyone just like is like, whatever, love, whatever you want. Just so you don't just fucking kill someone.
Well,
know?
nobody knows that.
I know, but like still, people give in whatever she wants. Except her mom. Her mom doesn't baby her.
Maybe for the best.
Maybe for the best, yeah. She needs to get taken down a peg. Or maybe that's the reason why she has all these problems.
It's because of the mom?
She has mommy issues.
She has mommy issues.
Okay, so this is how the story ends.
Okay.
So, you know, you like, everyone comes, everyone's having a good time coming down.
I mean...
what? Except for
Joe. Joe's not part of this.
Yeah, Joe's not coming. He's going.
Joe's going.
Okay, this is what Love says to you. I want to fuck you with a strap on, and this time I'll let you be as loud as you want. She reaches into her drawer, turning away from you for a second on one condition. Her bra drops to the floor. You admire her exposed back and smooth skin from her neck to her ass. She ties her hair up. I want to hear you scream my name.
Ooh.
Her first name or her last name or both?
Any?
Love
all
Quinn!
All of the above?
Love Quinn! Come for me. Come for Love Quinn. And that's my story. A smut one shot. Well, not really. It had 2 chapters, but they were pretty short. So yeah, what do you think? How many chili peppers would you give that?
No,
story?
I think you read the story.
Yeah.
So you give it a rating.
There were some spicy parts in there.
Did you enjoy it?
Not as much as I wish I had. I'll give it 3.5 chili peppers.
What could have been different or better, or what were you hoping for?
I hate to say it because you know in like pornos, like people always like joke about trying to make the plot make sense, right? My critique is a minor one that
what is the critique?
You met Love Quinn about 2 weeks ago, okay? And she's already telling you to lock this bakery up, saying lovey for Love Quinn. Like, if you're gonna make a smut one shot or a short smut story, just why not just have it be so like, you know, primal and just going for it. I punched my fist, by the way. I smacked my fist. But
if it is so primal and
it's fine for them.
Do you think that it makes more sense for it to happen faster if it's primal? Or if it feels primal to the both of you?
Yeah, but like pet names, like lesbians move fast, don't get me wrong, but like a pet name of like Lovey after like that, I don't know, that's just a little cheesy. It was just cheesy. That part was cheesy. And what else? What could have been improved? Why would she ask her to lock up her bakery? Does she not care about her own business? She's just giving it to a virtual stranger. Well,
it sounds like they're both still there, right? It's just like tossing someone who's at the door the keys to lock the door rather than
Oh,
doing
right.
it yourself.
You're right.
Yeah, so I think I don't really think that's that big of a deal. Like, she's watching her.
She's comfortable putting her to work. That's right. I know that's right.
Would you be comfortable if Love Quinn was putting you to work?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Did you have more for this story?
Nope. I give it a 3.5.
All right. Moving on to my story. This is also a love story. A Love Quinn story, I mean. This one is called For the Camera.
Oh.
By the writer Rose. Also from...
Sorry, I sneezed.
This is also from Archive of Our Own. And the summary here is... this was written for Kinktober 2024 for Women's Day. And the summary is this character, Luna. This is an original character, I believe. Luna is going away, and Love wants to have a sex tape to remember her by while she's away. So she buys a camera and some fancy lingerie, and they are ready to film. So the two characters, Luna and Love, are in a relationship. And Luna is going away for a semester abroad. I wasn't able to tell if they're like in college or if Luna is a teacher or something like that. But she is going away for a semester abroad.
Okay.
Okay. So the quote here is, after all, a study abroad fully paid, taking the best classes, learning new things, and even teaching younger students. Okay, so Luna is a student. So they're college girls, I guess.
Both of them?
Both of them, I believe.
Okay.
And Luna's going away for this study abroad. And so because Luna's leaving, Love is racking her brain trying to figure out what to do or what to get for Luna so that their relationship doesn't fall apart. And none of the ideas that she was thinking of seemed good enough. And so the quote here is, she kept searching and searching until some forum gave her an answer: a sex tape. And so she buys some discrete flash drives, a nice camera, and a tripod, and then she's ready.
Oh, so while they are away from each other, she wants something so Love doesn't forget her.
So that Luna doesn't forget Love.
So that Luna doesn't forget. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
So Love wants to make a sex tape for
Love
Luna.
wants to make a sex tape.
Like solo or with her? Or we shall see.
We shall see.
Okay.
So,
love it.
Luna's going away for a semester abroad. She's going to be busy. She's going to be studying.
A whole semester. That's
a whole semester.
big.
So this is a few months.
Yeah.
And so Love wants to do this or make this sex tape because she doesn't want Luna to just be watching some random chicks, in a porno. She wants her to be thinking of Love. Mm-hmm. And so she buys all this stuff, and then she goes home, and the quote here is, she wants it all to be perfect, so she cleans the sheets and gets the camera in a perfect angle, testing far too many angles. Love even picks both of them out pretty lingerie to wear and has it all wrapped up in expensive boxes. So Love does all this prep, and then Luna comes home from the university, having gotten all this stuff ready for her semester abroad, and she notices, these very expensive looking boxes on the table, and she realizes that they are overpriced lingerie, or so she says, that, oh, you got us overpriced lingerie. And
what if they're adequately priced?
And so Love Love does comment on that. She says, first off, it's not just overpriced for any reason. It's the good stuff, well made and very pretty.
Okay.
And then Love goes on to tell her about her idea to make the sex tape.
How does she take it?
So so Love is unsure as she's telling Luna about all this, and Luna raises an eyebrow, looking from the boxes to Love again, and smiles. A sex tape? Oh, how vintage are we gonna get? Are we gonna get one of those huge cameras and VHS tapes? So she's joking about it. It's kind of funny.
She's not taking it very seriously at this point.
I don't think so. But she does pick up the lingerie and she's like, oh, lavender has always been a beautiful color on you.
These lesbians in lavender, dude. They will not let it go. It is their thing.
So I think she takes a moment and she gets kind of comfortable with the idea of doing this. Especially because Love is like, no, it's not going to be on VHS tapes. I have these flash drives, blah, blah, blah. And it's better than watching porn with some random girls, is the quote that Love gives her. Mm-hmm. Love explains, though she's cut off when Luna kisses her. And then she's surprised by the happy response there. So Luna then tells Love to go put on the lingerie. And then she says, I'll take the other lingerie set into the bedroom and film you a little something special.
So she is doing it solo at this point.
So Luna is at this point doing it solo.
Okay.
Because she wants Love to also have something special.
Okay.
So then she goes...
She wants to flash her with the flash drive.
Sure.
It'll take on a whole new meaning.
Yeah, a whole new meaning. A flash drive.
A whole new meaning.
So Love goes and puts her lingerie on, and then she comes back and, asks Luna if she's ready, to which Luna replies, come on in, baby. Luna calls out before she watches the door open. She doesn't stop what she's doing. And what she's doing at this point is she's given a little show for the camera.
Oh, she's touching herself.
She's touching herself through the fabric of her panties. Love comes in and says, oh, you started without me, naughty girl.
Naughty girl.
I thought we were going to film this together. And then they, start kissing, making out. And Love looks over to the camera and then says, and she kind of gives a message for future Luna. She's like, if you're going to start touching yourself to this baby, I expect a text telling me all about, with lots of detail. And then Luna, and then she looks over at Luna and says that, she basically says that, oh, you should maybe send me videos back, while you're abroad.
They seem like a very sexual couple. Their sex drives are matched.
And then they start, kissing each other, making out, and start to, touch each other, unhooking each other's bras, taking the bras off. Oh, okay. So the quote here is, as they're kind of making out and taking each other's clothes off, she cries out softly and her head falls back, which only accentuates her breasts even more. Some part of her knows just how fantastic it will look for the camera.
She's not even thinking about Love. She's thinking about how she looks for the camera. I would think about Love.
Well, this is Love talking.
Oh.
Love is talking about Luna.
Oh.
And Love is putting on a show for the cameras at this point.
Oh, we'll allow it.
And to which Luna then responds to all this, like, I love watching you moan. So Luna's into it, so whatever.
Okay.
And as they keep going, Luna grabs the camera and brings it up close to show Love's swollen lips and her flushed face. She pans the camera down her body slowly. She shows her hard nipples and the small spots where Luna has nipped and left little love bites. So Luna's showing off love in the camera at this point.
Yeah.
And kind of, she's narrating some of this. Like, do you see this wet spot so wet from just some kissing? Oh, you're so desperate. And then Luna starts touching Love more and, giving the camera a little show of, oh. So the other, further down,
there's some camera action.
There is some camera action. Oh,
Lights,
I know it
camera
does.
action.
This looks so good. I mean, you're glistening, cunt, Luna says while she parts Love's lower lip, showing the camera just how wet she was. And then Luna then turns the camera back around to show herself as she starts to use her mouth to suck up Love's juices, as the story puts it, and then
you gonna read this quote I'm looking at?
I can, I guess. Fuck, you taste so good. What do you think, future love? Should I eat your cunt? Should I spend my night between your pretty legs, fucking you with my tongue?
That's wild to say to a camera.
And this is
imagine
all on,
the confidence.
Yes.
The confidence Luna has.
Luna has some crazy confidence here. Love then takes the camera, and then Love films Luna as she's as Luna. She films Luna lapping eagerly at her cunt as she keeps her legs spread.
Wait.
So
her name is Love and her name is Luna. Is that Luna Love good?
That may have been an inspiration here. So Love is then filming Luna as Luna is eating her out. And then they continue to make love to the camera.
Right.
And let's see what else. And then part of the concern that Love has in the end there is that as they are going through and essentially having sex on the camera,
essentially,
is that the footage will not be steady enough, and that they may need to remake these sex tapes.
Wait, what? I thought it was on a tripod. They're shaking.
I mean, they keep grabbing it, and so I think they gave up on the tripod at some point. Okay. But they keep taking turns holding on to the camera as they're having sex. So, so Love is... Yeah, so she says... so she goes back to work using her tongue to fuck Love and just hopes that the video will be steady. And then it ends with, if it isn't though, Luna doesn't mind. They'll just come back later tonight and film something new. After all, they've got a few days to make a sex tape that's just perfect. So they're probably going to keep.
So that's how they end the story was...
Yeah.
They didn't end it with the perfect sex tape. They were just like, oh yeah, we're fucking around with the sex tape, but we're not going to tell you what the perfect one is. It's kind of a cop-out.
Well, they're having fun with it, and they're going to keep making sex tapes until they get it right. So lots of sex incoming.
Yeah. Okay, I see it.
That's the story, is they just have sex on camera.
How many chili peppers do you give that?
I liked it. I'd give it a 4. 4 out of 5.
Okay. 4 out of 5 chili peppers from Coco?
Yeah, it was pretty much... I like the opening of it. I like the concept of it. And some of like the build up to it. There really wasn't much of an ending, like you noticed. Like they're just in the middle of still having sex as the story wraps up there. Mm-hmm. So not much of an ending, but it was fun. It was a fun read.
Yeah.
I guess if I'm trying to just read smut just for something hot and fun, this would be perfect.
So that was For the Camera by That Writer Rose.
This was For the Camera by... Yes, That Writer Rose. You're right.
Brilliant. So out of the two out of the two premises of the stories we read, Love and Luna fucking for a sex tape, and you, the reader, fucking Love. Which one of those ideas do you like better?
I'm not gonna lie, the cheating takes me out of the first story a little bit.
Well, how do you know in this one? Oh, it is a complete different alternate universe. Joey hasn't even mentioned.
No, there is this completely.
They're college girls.
They're college girls in this.
College girls gone wild.
College girls gone wild. So yeah, I did enjoy that this was completely separate. This was, two people in a relationship just being hot and fun and kinky together.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Love how a man isn't mentioned once.
Yeah, we don't need no man.
Well, no. For a lesbian sex story, men don't need to be mentioned.
I agree.
Yeah. So, I think I like yours better too.
So, those were our 2 stories for the day about Love Quinn.
Thanks for listening. Cinnamon, over and out.
And Coco, also over and out.
Do you have anything to say to our listeners?
But wait, there's more.
Are your speakers turned off?
Yeah, they're turned off now.
Okay.
All right, ask me the question. This is our bonus.
Are we still Coco and Cinnamon for this?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, Cinnamon. So, what is it about the idea of someone's hand up another person's shirt and just while
That
making
gets me?
out that gets you?
I think it is because the first time I discovered that I liked that was one of the first times I was making out with my ex. Let's call that, what should this ex's
Just
code name be?
Maybe you want to use first letter, no.
What should this ex's code name be? This ex should be
Let's call
Mint.
them Mint.
Mint. Okay, so Mint and I were making out, and I put my hands up under Mint's shirt. I don't know where the instinct came from. So I put my hands up Mint's shirt and felt Mint's abs, and it was really hot while we were making out. So I'm into that. I don't know. It's because you feel the sensation of the clothes on your hands, and you feel their skin all at once. I don't know why.
Do you think it would be similar if you were or is it the part about not seeing it while still being able to feel it that's attractive about it, or is it just the sensation of the skin and the cloth and everything?
I think
together?
it's that and it's also we were making out, I think, outside in front of her apartment. So it was we didn't have any clothes. You can't take the clothes off in public, right? So it's ooh, there's still a way to feel naked while still having clothes on. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Going
Something
under
about
the clothes.
forbidden.
Yeah, going under the
kinda-
clothes or in someone's hoodie pockets, when you put your hand in their hoodie pockets.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just so cozy.
Okay.
And it's hot. I think I even like putting my hands up their shirt more than them putting their hands up my shirt. But I still like that too. But when I think about it, I think about I'm the one doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's hot.
Fair enough.
Now it's time for some aftercare.